Hello everybody, I'm Krasi Attasio, I'm sidereal astrologer, and today I will talk about Mercury. Mercury is very important in November and December for very particular reason. This is because Mercury is being emphasized on by the first lunar crescent, which is marking the beginning of the new lunar month. So if you look in the evening, just after the sun sets, if you look at the western horizon with the naked eye, you will see the first very thin lunar crescent, which is happening in sidereal Scorpio, or this will be tropical Sagittarius, but on the sky, astronomically, you will see this happening in the constellation of Scorpio. So what is to be seen there? In the same constellation, you have two planets, Mercury and Jupiter, both invisible, but the first lunar crescent is emphasizing on them, making them very important for this particular lunar month from 10th November to 10th of December and even further. So in another video, I explained the heliacophases of Jupiter, what his rising, what his birth will mean for all of us, in what kinds of events this will manifest. And now I will talk about Mercury. First, who is Mercury? In the ancient Mesopotamian mythology, Mercury was Nabu. He is son of Jupiter. Jupiter is Marduk and Serpanitu, but Nabu, Mercury, was called also the god of wisdom and the all-knowing god, and he was depicted on the cuneiform tablets holding the stylus, which was used in antiquity to write the cuneiform texts on the tablets, So Mercury was related to knowledge, to wisdom, to all-knowing. He was the Lord of astrology. Now, of course, he's the Lord of astrology together with Uranus. So Mercury is related to knowledge, communication, media, and this is what will be emphasized on during this particular November and also December, because on the 16th of November, for one day only, Mercury is stationary for a few hours, and then on the 17th of November, he is becoming retrograde. When Mercury is retrograde, actually, this is not scary at all, though you may read different opinions about this. But when Mercury is invisible and retrograde and in Scorpio, this can manifest in a bit complex knowledge-based, communication-based events, like until retrograde and until invisible, we may witness media events and news which will be far away from the truth. In other words, we will be manipulated. And this is happening in Scorpio, in the most secretive of the secretive signs. On the 27th of November, Mercury is still retrograde, but it's preparing to become visible, to rise as a morning star on the eastern horizon before the sun. So it will mean that he's preparing to be born, symbolically born. On the 27th of November, already prepare to look for Mercury becoming visible in Scorpio around the 4th of December. So on the 4th of December, around this date, we will see Mercury very early in the morning before the sun rises. And this is happening in Scorpio. So people who have sidereal Scorpio or tropical Sagittarius on the ascendant or midheaven or moon and sun there will benefit enormously from this beautiful heliacal rise of of Mercury. They may have desire to do media work, to communicate, to write articles, to study, to do meditation, to do spiritual contemplation, any sort of spiritual work. They may desire to communicate with us, to negotiate. So this will be timing very appropriate for negotiation, but keep in mind, Mercury is in Scorpio, and there he's peregrine. He's not particularly happy. And as a morning star, he is also a morning diurnal planet. And as such, in the nocturnal night sign as Scorpio, he may not give his entire benefic powers, but still, he will be interesting in terms of religious attitudes of people. So you may, because also Jupiter is there, and he is also related to all these deep philosophical studies and knowledges. So this is what you may see. You may see different manifestation of spiritual and religious beliefs. But in any case, people who have tropical Sagittarius, tropical Gemini, or sidereal Scorpio, sidereal Taurus, Pisces also will be a powerful influence because of an aspect. Virgo, for both signs, because Mercury is ruling these signs, these people will have very beneficial period for studies, memorizing, communication, travel. They will be pleased to share their knowledge, most probably. And especially interesting will be after 6th of December, when for one day he's stationary, not very beneficial, because when he's stationary, he stopped his activities, but on the 7th of December, he's becoming direct and visible. And this is beautiful, because this will be the most powerful day if you desire to publish something, if you want to have a new website. But once again, keep in mind, he's not the happiest divinity when in Scorpio, because this is a little bit against his nature, and because he's peregrine there. So peregrine means a planet which has no particular place of happiness in certain zodiacal sign. On the 28th of December, then Jupiter is having his preparation to disappear, and until the 2nd of December, he's disappearing. So it means that you have quite some time, especially in December, to benefit from the visibility of Jupiter in Scorpio. Do your media work, do your negotiations. Keep in mind that in the meantime, he is with Jupiter. Jupiter also near these dates is becoming visible heliacally to manifest also in different events for us. But people which have tropical Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, or sidereal Pisces, and also Cancer sidereally, because these are the triplicity, the signs which responds to the triplicity place of the position of Mercury, so they will benefit the most. But keep in mind that during his invisibility and being in Scorpio, we may experience a lot of media fake news, misleading information. So believe only your intuition, which will be enhanced by the appearance of Mercury, and yes, believe your intuition and double check everything that you see in media. So with this, I'm ending this video. You may like to see also my explanation on the heliacal phases of Jupiter and Venus. There are separate videos about this, and also my lunarium, because in the lunarium, I'm describing how the lunar month would look like. Thank you.